Hello everyone, today we are going to talking about dopamine fasting or dopamine detox. I advise you to watch the first video. Anyway, as you know, dopamine is a hormone that is secreted in obedience when you engage in easy and quick activities in order to obtain a reward, and thus which make it difficult for us to eliminate these habits. Now let's get to the dark side of dopamine. What is the dark side of the dopamine? If you give someone a carrot and a piece of chocolate, his brain directs him to the chocolate because it stimulates the production of a large amount of dopamine and thus the feeling of pleasure. So his eating of chocolate increases until he becomes addicted to it, which leads to obesity and tooth decay. The principle here is eating chocolate, a massive release of dopamine, a great pleasure, addiction. This is the same principle with junk food, drugs, liquor, sex, gambling, and even games through level and prices, as well as social media that have dominated minds and kept users as long as possible on their platforms. What is the dopamine fasting exactly? Dopamine fasting is a concept launched by the American psychiatrist Cameron Separ, which means to prevent all bad habits and replace them with good ones in order to reduce the secretion of dopamine and restore balance and control human life. Now, I will give you some tips to eradicate bad habits. Number 1, learn to adapt to good habits and make sure you spend long time on them. Number 2, try to postpone bad habits until the end of the day as much as possible. Number 3, make bad habits a reward after a full day of useful work. This will help you increase the release of dopamine in your brain to do your useful work. And number 4, keep trying and be patient. Change doesn't come overnight.